Told y'all this was a movement. Taking over our ways. You dig? Banked out. Banked out. Banked out. Banked out. Banked out. East to west, we getting banked out. North to south, we getting banked out. Worldwide, we getting banked out. Yeah.
One time for the team that's gon' hustle for the green. All we know is grind till the dough come. This the Bang Dot Radio Show. We controlling the globe, but we second to no one. Every time we emerging, we putting that work in. Bang Dot, do it for the culture. Putting on for the city that's 24/7. And we showing love like we supposed to. And we keep making moves by coastal. None of those suckers didn't believe, but I told you. Bang Dot about to be your household name. And Bang Dot mean when you pop more chains. You don't even know just how I really get. You're rocking with the best, so tuned in when you better be. Plus, we getting fancy like Nancy on every single day of the week. And chopping game like a Cherokee. Ballin' like Odell, tryna step more meal. Networking everywhere, it's about to be a movie. Gotta go big, it's the only way to do it. It's a conglomerate, we getting to it. Plus we got heat for the streets while you puffin' on the cook shop leaf. Riding out on the interstate, we got indies and majors. We international players, all about getting paid. Make sure to tune in and tap in with the movement, cause it's about to go down. Shout out Discover, this captain of the mothership. If you ain't know, then you know now. We about to get bang down.
That radio show. Slow shout out.
I can't stand you sometimes.
Alright, y'all, we're tuning in for another episode of Bank That Radio Show. I am your host, Andres, and we got a special guest via Zoom for y'all today. We have bro Mike. What's up, man?
What's going on, man? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. I wanted to let's see here. One, I was looking at your let's see here. Make sure you still hear me, right? I was just making sure you still hear me. I'm sitting there switching out the audio. Oh.
Yeah, I took my headphones out.
Okay, get that plugged in. Get that there. Okay, now I was just making sure that it's capturing my audio right. Here we go. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Clear.
I was appreciate that. I was sitting there looking at your website, looking at you just recently got nominated for, what was that? Here it is. You posted the Gospel Hip Hop Awards
Up in the Atlanta area.
Yeah, that's what's up. So I saw that where you posted a picture. You've been writing, I guess, since 2005, or is that when you officially came out?
Well, I've been writing before that, but in 2005, that's when I released my first mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Well, when I started writing Christian content, let me say that. And I released my first Christian CD, mixtape or whatnot, where I was just jacking, like I used to jack instrumentals back in the day, like take a T.I. beat, Wayne beat, and I would just, remix it and, do my own thing on it and, glorifying God or whatnot.
That's what's up. So how was that? Because I was listening to some of your music and I heard where, you had the transition.
Right.
Because I guess at first, people wanted you to rap about what's typically expected, and then you went into like the gospel Christianity lane. How was that? Right. Was people receptive of that, or?
Well, it was. Well, let me say this. So when I was younger, I got locked up. I ended up going to prison. I was gone for 3 years. So when I came back to the street prison, I was saved. I was doing the Christian thing, you feel me? Then, before I went to prison, I wasn't on that. I was doing the street music, shoot 'em up, bang, bang. I was on that, so I came home a totally different person. So not only did people have to get the new mic for us, the music, they had to get the new mic as a person, and when people saw that I was serious, because we're talking about 2005 when I got connected with God, and here it is 2022. I'm still on that same walk. I never went back and forth. So people, jump on board because they see the consistency. People looking for the real. it don't matter what you pushing. You know what I'm saying? If you real, people gonna rock with you. And so for the last 16 years or whatnot, I've been on this one path, you know, talking about God, you know, all that. Nobody's seen me go back and forth. So it's been consistent. So people rock with consistency, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I was going, I was sitting there thinking, as I was sitting there listening to your music, watching your videos and stuff, I was sitting there thinking about, okay, what other artists have I heard that one has been consistent, but then there's also been the other artists who seem like they sway. So like I was sitting there, prime example, thinking of Mace, how he
Right.
was a street rapper, then he went into, I guess he was a pastor at one time, and then tried to come back to the music industry. It wasn't the same, and then left again or whatever. So it's showing inconsistency with the public. And then I thought about, okay, so what would be somebody that I've heard that I actually know that's made a relatively big name for themselves? And I was thinking about like Lecrae
Right. Right.
and how he really, I think prior to him, and I could be, mistaken about this, but from my understanding, I think he turned the gospel rap slash Christianity music in a different tide as far as the way that it's presented, how creative you can be with it. Because I think
Right.
prior to that, it seemed like it was just a stalemate of people put it in a box, and this is the box that you're confined in. But it doesn't seem like it's that confined anymore, and that the chokehold of it has been loosened somewhat. Do you feel that same way,
Right.
or?
I feel like, you know, big shout out to Lecrae. He's not the godfather of the Christian rap. Christian rap been a while for a minute, but yeah, he definitely blazed the trail on the kind of content that people would probably more than likely want to hear more than, you know what I'm saying, the older type style Christian rap. Like, you know, we know gospel gangsters, you know, back in the day, they was talking about something, but people that was from the West Coast, they had a certain style. People from the South, they probably wouldn't want to listen to that as much, you know, but Lecrae made it real smooth, you know, to listen to and stuff. So get much respect, you know, on that end. And he's, you know, he's someone that, you know, a lot of people look up to in the Christian rap community. A lot of younger artists, you know, whatnot, look up to him as the model or whatnot, you know. So yeah, he definitely paved the way. You know, I got put on Lecrae coming out of you know, my favorite artist, Kenton Jones, who is now my pastor, you know, is working that aspect. But I got put on Ken Jones first. He does you know, Christian hip hop rap. He sings, you know, he's not in about versatile quartet, all that, you know, he's dope all around. Everything he's put out is pretty solid, you know, and you know, good to the ear. And there's so many different varieties of stuff that he put out. Is not in one category when it comes to Christian content. So Lecrae was the second person I got put on as a Christian. You know, somebody gave me his CD. I was working with a guy, he gave me his CD. And I listened to it, man. The CD was called After the Music Stops. It was a dope album cover. He had a piece of tape over his mouth. But the CD was amazing. It changed my life, like real deal. You know, it helped me to see things differently. And it helped me to see also that I could do the music that way, the way that I had in my heart to do it. You know, because me coming from the streets, me going to prison, gang affiliation, selling, in the street, you know, doing what I was doing in the streets on the drug scene. And, you know, I got arrested for robbery. So, you know, I had that background. And then so me trying to put my style of music and my background into the music at first, it's like, man, can I really do this? Like, you know, is this okay with God? After hearing Lecrae, you know, it really helped me to understand that, yeah, I can talk about my life, you know, and things like that, you know, and it's all pointing to, you know what I'm saying, God or whatnot, you know.
So has your music been received like you intended it to be received from the community, and not just here, in Macon, Middle Georgia, but then also abroad as well?
Well, yeah, I feel like that, you know, to a degree.
Hmm.
Um, you know, every artist always wants, you know, more screens, more like, more followers. But with me, and I'm not trying to be deep, but as a believer, I have my goals or whatnot, but it still all goes back to if I have a few people listening, I'm still gaining because my message, I'm trying to get a certain message out. And there was a certain people, listen to that message and they get the image and change their life or get a connection with God through my music, then that's like a million views to me. But I do have my own, personal goals. So I would say it have been received. I have people, as far as I check, you got things like Spotify, Noise Trade, and different platforms that allow you to see different people listening to your music around the world, and there are people that listen to my music, around the world, other countries, and, 20 plus states throughout the USA. But I have big goals, big visions, and I haven't seen that yet, but I'm still believing that my music will be, heard, more and, expanded. Last year I only released one song, man, but this year I'm set to release 30 songs. I have 8 out before March the 4th. And then, I'm working on some other things, so coming soon. But people really, I believe people rock with me more than I know, because there's a lot of people that even on what we call the secular scene, that non-Christian music, who they know who I am, and they know me, and they know me by the gospel rapper or whatnot. So it's like it's getting out there to people that I didn't think would probably be listening to it. Like they know who I am, especially in the Macon scene. When you mention gospel rap, my name top of the list. And I praise God for that, but
Yeah. So, how are the resources then, as far as like pursuing the industry? I'm like, it's the industry within the industry. Gospel rap, any genre of music that people do. Are there a lot of resources here in Middle Georgia for you? Like, meaning, are there producers who have accomplished work in that particular genre, or the engineers or promoters or videographers, things of that nature?
right, not as much as in Macon, but in other, yeah, I don't currently know anybody solely. And when I mean solely, I mean like me, I solely do Christian music. I will work with non-Christian artists, but the song has to be inspirational, uplifting, and positive. You won't catch me on no
Yeah.
song that's not wholesome,
Yeah.
because I create music and be on music that my kids can listen to, my grandmother can listen to, I mean, anybody. And the good thing about Christian music is I can do Christian music in the church and I can do Christian music in the streets. But a street rapper, they can only do music in the street. The church not gonna let them bring that up in there. You feel me? So I get to play both sides of the fence. But solely, no, I don't know any videographers that just solely Christian, that do Christian content. So I have to reach out to non-Christian artists that help with certain things, from recording to videos, to all different kind of things like that. That there's a market for it though, but I have to reach out to different people, and I love to work with different people. And I'm gonna mention this, I got a lot coming up, but I'm gonna mention, like, for instance, Billy Slum. You familiar with Billy Slum? I have a song with Billy Slum coming out. I haven't brought it yet, and it's a good wholesome song. We talking about, pretty much love for our wives and how they held it down, how they solid, we giving glory to that, and people may look like, dang, you're working with, a non-Christian artist or whatever the case may be, but it's like, yeah, because I know him personally. He's a good dude. And I know
He is. I love, man. I don't know if you've seen the relationship that we have online and offline. People don't realize our relationship, but me and him, we go back and forth and stuff online.
Yeah.
We each other's skits and things of that nature, and we actually got some stuff we doing. Actually, I got some I'm doing with him on Friday.
Right.
But yeah, I think that's dope though. Now I want to see more of that, because one of the things I was sitting there thinking about, okay, so Little Baby did a song with Kurt Franklin.
Right.
I thought it was powerful off the Space Jam 2 soundtrack. I think the song, as far as like just YouTube alone, should have got more views and stuff. It was in like multi-million or something like that. I think it should at least have been about a 10, 12 million viewed song. Um, but I love the way how both artists took their approach. And I was sitting there listening to an interview that Kurt Franklin did, where he had his approach on it, and then of course him and Just Blaze was working on, and then Little Baby's approach to it. And
Right.
I thought that was a great merging of both things. So therefore, it's not titled as like a Christian song, or
Right.
it's just titled as a song that just fits and that appeals to a lot of people.
Right. Right. Right.
How did you feel about seeing that and witnessing that?
Yeah, that's how the song is. Like, for instance, we glorifying marriage. You know, there's a lot of
Mhm.
people. You don't have to be a Christian to be married, but
Yep.
we can encourage somebody to, love their spouse and focus on them and, praise them. You know what I'm saying? Like, value them above others. Then, that's a wholesome thing. And I'm about pushing wholesome thing. I'm a godly man. I push God. I believe in his word, scriptures. You know what I'm saying? I live by that. But I also push the values of God that a lot of people don't think about, like love for your family, love for human, what I'm saying, other mankind, you know what I'm saying? Like, treating people right. People may not tie that to God, but these are values that come from God too. So I'm pushing all that as well. And you don't have to be a Christian for us to agree on, we should love one another, we should treat people right, we should feed the hungry, and what I'm saying, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Um, how you like the business side of music, and also to me, I think the image of Christianity music or gospel music is like restricted, right? And what
Yeah.
I mean by that is that when you're producing content, whether it be like audio or visual, do you ever like think about how it will be received if it doesn't fit like that particular image? Because to me, I think when you look at stuff, I see a lot of conservativeness in it,
Right.
meaning that um, the outfits per se, like a woman or a man will wear, is not going to be the same. Not, and I'm not saying like it should be anything like a Macon style or nothing like that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that like just in regular day dressing, right?
Right.
People go out in the streets and like a woman who has nice curves or whatever, you'll be able to see that, and it's accentuated somewhere within the outfit. Or a man, you can see it in the outfit. Not saying that they're exposing themselves too much, but you can see it. It's as bright as day. But
Right.
like I was watching like a Lecrae, and was it Tori? Is it Tori Kelly? I believe.
Yeah.
Um, and I think it was from like 2017 where they had like the St. Jude's theme hospital
Uh,
video.
Find You, I think that's the name of it. I Will Find You.
Yeah, I will find you. Yep. And I was like, okay, dope video. Love the concept. I can see where, what I'm saying, someone thought about the actual image of what they would be presenting though. Because I'm like, she's in a full sweater, almost like a turtleneck. And I'm like, come on, right? Really? I don't think it needed to be like confined so much. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I don't know. I just have an issue with like how sometimes the image of stuff can be restricted. Do you
But
go through that?
what I feel, even in that context, the answer to that is sometimes you have people that it's not the image of the video per se, it's an individual image. That's
Mhm.
just like my wife. My wife, you know what I'm saying? My wife, she bad. You feel me? She fine. But you'll never see my wife in taking a picture with her butt sticking out, like trying to get somebody to notice her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she's a mature woman. You know what I'm saying? She dressed very nice, and she got a body, you feel me?
Mhm.
But she dressed a certain way, and she be fly, you feel me? But like for instance, Tori Kelly, maybe that's not just what's her in the video. Maybe that's just her in her own conviction of how she probably dressed every day, you know, and it just so happened that they did the video or whatever. You know, you have certain, especially in the Christian atmosphere, that they dress to not show their body, you know, to not themselves in a certain way. And it's a personal, individual thing. I don't think it was a thing like, you know, it was required that she cover herself up. I believe it just was a personal conviction of her own. You know what I'm saying? That's just like me. You know, as a man of God, I wouldn't want to intentionally just walk around with my pants sagging down to my knees. You know, that's a personal thing. Not saying that I can't, because I can put my pants down to my knees. That's not gonna send me to hell. But as a personal thing, that's just my choice. That I don't want to wear my pants hanging down to my knees. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
how's the business side of music been for you?
yeah,
Do you enjoy the business side?
this side is crazy, but I thank God that I have learned to do a lot of the business side myself, because I'm not just pushing myself. I push my wife. She goes by Queen Philly, and then you know I rep the King Music, which is it's pretty much a label at this point, you know. But back in the day when I first threw it out, it was like it was something that represented me, you know. I rep the King. That's my genre. You know what I'm saying? But it has since turned into everything, you know, from outreach ministry, you know, which is mainly geared around prison ministry, juvenile offenders, at-risk youth, you know, stuff in the hood, you know, feeding the hungry, all that type of stuff is what that focuses on. But the business side of that is, you know, I have music out. Like, you know, I probably got close to 200 songs recorded. I got 12 CDs out right now. Working on number 13, 14, and 15 at the same time, you know. And, you know, I got T-shirts. I got 4 designs, T-shirts, and I'm making new designs, you know, all the time, ideas. And I have 3 books that I've written. One book that talks about my testimony from me going from the street to prison to finding God, or God finding me, rather. And so I had to manage that, and that's just me and my wife. You know, I don't have nobody managing that. Currently looking for a booking manager for shows. If anybody watch this and want to link in with me, but yeah, so doing all that myself, yeah, it can be tedious. You feel me? It's a lot. It's time consuming. I have a family. You know, between me and my wife, we have 8 kids. You feel me? Like, I have to make time early morning, late nights, trying to maintain, you know, the business side of things, you know. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I definitely
crazy,
understand that.
crazy. So I don't like it or I don't hate it. It's kind of like it's kind of in the middle, because I have to do it, because if I don't do it, my wife don't do it, I don't have nobody else that's gonna manage, because it's mine. It's my baby. Like, nobody else is gonna just pick it up and just make sure it is running. You feel me?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
what do you plan on, or what do you want to have accomplished? Do you set like the goals that, you know what I'm saying, that are concrete? And like, okay, this quarter we want to do this, because I'm like, you got a lot going on. You got the label, you got the merch. I'm like, and those are all different businesses. You got the books. So to me, those are all different businesses. They all have different requirements and needs and resources and stuff. So do you set goals individually for them, and
Yeah,
also with the outreach? Have you partnered up with other organizations as well?
Concerning my outreach, I partnered up. So I had a thriving, I was booming, prison ministry going back in 2018,
Mm-hmm.
2018. And, you know, I kind of backed up from it for a while, about a year or so. So now I'm trying to get back into it, but I got a letter saying, you know, I can't get back in there until probably December this year or January next year. So I'm really focused on getting back in there full fledged. At the time, I was going to 5 different prisons on a monthly basis. I partnered up with a church called Hope Church. Hope Church, you know, it's in Fort Valley. It's kind of one around, but they, you know, address at Fort Valley. But Hope Church, Bishop, well, it was Bishop Poole, but his son is there now, Pastor Poole or whatnot. Partnered up with them. They was going to the prisons, and you know, I went in with them a couple times. And other than that, I went in with a ministry called Bill Glass out of Texas. They come to Georgia and they go into the prisons, and I hook up with them, go in, and I'm able to share my testimony of me, me being in prison, being able to relate and being able to, say I got born again. I got saved in prison, and now this is what I'm doing. God is still working in my life, and do some music for him, concert, all that. So it's pretty dope, man. I love it. Like, it's my passion. So right now I'm working in the juvenile offender setting. And so I'm trying to get a tour going this year, 25 date tour of all the facilities in Georgia. That's what I'm trying to plan on doing this year, juvenile offender tour. And then next year is up there, man, doing a whole prison tour, like the whole year, just like nothing but prisons, PDCs, federal, all that, county jails, if I can get in there, man, halfway houses, doing all adult prison type situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's an audience that's very overlooked, and because it's easy to like out of sight, out of mind type situation. And I've heard like stories where people go to prison and for whatever reasons, whether it be for valid reasons or invalid reasons, they're still gone, and they were once a part of society and now not a part of society anymore, and
Out of
it would
mind,
become. Hmm.
out of sight, out of mind, definitely.
Yeah, and it can become a very isolated and depressing type of situation. Because to me, that's like something that's mentally draining could be worse than something that's physical. Because you take away the mental, and then the physical dissolves away. So,
Mm-hmm.
as far as your inspiration, like, how do you choose to put your songs, in a tangible format, and what inspires you?
Um, I've been doing music for a long time, man, and I was inspired growing up, just the hip hop culture, and when
Hmm.
I found that I could do it, when I found out I could put words together and make it rhyme, I probably was about 14 years old when
Hmm.
that realization come. I had a friend. I had a friend at the time. He was 12, and he was GOAT back then, man. 12 years old. Like he had been rapping since he was 9 years old. But you're probably familiar with him. He's been gone for a while, but his name is Don Straw. I don't know if you're familiar with Don Straw. He's done a lot of work around the city. Um, but that was also my co-defendant. We went to prison together, me, him, and another guy named we call him B Rich. But so I was inspired by him in the beginning. Always rapping, always rapping. We used to be like, man, shut up. You feel me? And then I
Hmm.
just I got the hang of it, and we inspired each other early on, and then I just started writing on my own, all that. Then went to prison. That gift still was there, so in prison I'm writing, in juvenile setting I'm writing. And then when I got saved, I stopped doing music because who do Christian rap? Like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, who rap for God? So I didn't have no understanding about that. I thought that I'm finna follow God. I'm finna be a preacher, all that. That's what I'm thinking when I first came to God. And I said maybe a few weeks later, I was reading the word and all that, and God was dealing with my heart about still doing music, but just write songs to him. My first few songs, like I'm writing songs to God, like I'm like it's prayers almost, like I'm praying. And it was
Hmm.
it was real deep and passionate. And then, I just expounded from there. And also my little brother inspired me. My little brother, his name, he go by Ballistic, the dopest MC that I probably heard locally. And he's not as known as me, but people know who he is. But he, with the words, he's very lyrical. But he been rapping since third grade, man. And I wasn't even rapping when he started. So I was in the streets doing my thing. But at first inspired by them, and now just inspiration just comes. I just feel it comes from me. I inspire my own self. And it comes from God, it comes from my wife, my children. I'm inspired because I want to do music for them. As a man of God, my first and foremost, ministry is my home. You know, I want to lead my wife to God. I want to lead my children to God. You know, so I make music that they can listen to and that they can eat off of. You feel me? Like, you know, it's like food. I'm giving it soul food. I can give it to them. They can eat off of it. You know, so, you know, that's where the inspiration comes from. And my mother, you know what I'm saying? My mom, man, been, you know, inspire me. You know, just I got a lot of inspiration.
So, as far as like collaborations, do you have any ideal collaborations you would like to have happen, whether it be Christian based or non Christian based artists?
Yes, I got something right now in the works. I don't wanna I'll say some names, but you know, stuff coming soon this year. I'm gonna say one that I'm very excited to work with. I got a record that I'm working on that I'm gonna that Bob Lennon agreed to get on.
Okay.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. And let me see. Ideal ideal right now. I want to, you know, my partner Don Straw. I was speaking about. He's in the feds right now. He won't be home for a little minute. I'm I'm trying to work a way where I can get him on the song while he's in there. That's, you know, that's the ideal thing, because we have never put out nothing. We used to rap together so much back in the day, but we went to prison. He was gone for 10 years. I was gone for a few years, and then he got out and then, you know, went back in. So we've never really officially put nothing out with just me and him. So I definitely want to collab with him. And in the city, man, I would like to collab with all the greats. You know, I would like to do a song, Lock Dog. You know, because I grew up on these guys' music, and I look up to them. You know, and I feel like we can come together and make an inspirational song. You know, even if it's just a song about the city. You know, just telling the truth. You know, we all grown, we men. You know, and we have values. We have children, we have wives, and stuff like that. So we got something we can talk about to help the next brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, that, man, one of the biggest dreams that I have is to collab with somebody. Is my pastor, who the guy who's now my pastor, who I first originally got turned on to gospel music by, which is Kenton Jones, and so I hope to collab with him this year, you know, as well. But that's about it, you know.
Yeah. That's dope. So for everybody out there, I want you to be able to, put your social media or however they need to get in contact with you, whether they want to go and listen to music, they want to go watch your videos, they want to go and buy some books. Where do they need to go?
Right. So can you send me your iRepTheKing.com. I Rep the King everything. IREPDAKING.com. That has everything about me on there. A few pictures, video, bio, music. You can buy my book on there. You can see my videos. My wife has a page on there. Everything I Rep the King pretty much gonna be on there. I have a donate page on there that's talking about I Rep the King Outreach Ministry. That's giving the vision, mission of that, and what I'm trying to, my hopes to do, and has donate button on there. You can donate towards me, you know, donate towards me doing ministry in that aspect. And other than that, social media, Instagram is @_ Bruh Mike BRUHMIKE. My wife is under Queen Philly, QUEENPHILLI. Facebook, Bro Mike Berrien, BERRIN, Bro Mike, one word, and that's pretty much it. I have a Snapchat, TikTok, all that, but you can get to that through my I Rep the King page on my bio. But other than that, man, I'm available. I'm reachable. I'm trying to work with anybody, everybody. If you are a non-Christian artist, if you have an inspirational song that you want to put me on, holler at me. Let's work. I want to get on you. I want to jump on there with you. Really looking for somebody that I can do a song with, that somebody like going wayward, and I step in trying to talk to them and encourage them like I'm a mentor to somebody, and through the song we battling, but by the end of the song he really gets what I'm saying, and he go ahead and change his ways and follow me. You feel me? I just got that concept, but I got to find the right person where we can sit down and write that. It's going to be in like the store. You know what I'm saying? Probably had to get with black male, K19, somebody, man, rock out with me like that.
Yeah, you named two dope artists right there, so
Yeah.
I think you can make it happen. Well, man, I appreciate
Oh,
your
Wolf, man.
time. Oh,
O-
go ahead.
OG Wolf too. OG Wolf probably could rock on that level too.
Oh yeah, Wolf, yeah, Wolf too.
Yeah,
Um,
inspired by him too, man. When I first came from prison, I ran into
mhm.
him on the field, and at the time he was doing Christian content, man. He released like 2 full CDs, Christian content, Blue Moon and Maroon Moon. I don't know if you remember back then. Maroon Moon, Blue Moon, rocked out on them, but inspired by him as well. You know, he one of the greats, and that's definitely somebody I would want to collab with as well. So, matter of fact, I'm gonna try to reach out to him when we get out this
Oh yeah,
Zoom.
go ahead. Reached out to him. You know what they say. You miss every shot you don't take. So
Right,
yeah, go ahead and do that, man. Definitely enjoyed the conversation. I want to see the growth and see where you're able to take everything. You know what I'm saying? Take the ministry, take your career, see what you can do with your wife's career, see what the books do. So you know what I'm saying? Just keep on doing what you're doing, and you know that the opportunity is there.
right. But yeah, last but not least, man, I would like to give a shout out to my brothers. We just formed a group together called Trench Walk. My partner Zeno Suave, he's a Christian artist as well, and my partner out of Atlanta, his name is Big Two Times. But we coming out with Trench Walk. Our first single will be released in February, and we're gonna try to drop the album by April. But it's a dope album, and we trying to reach the trenches, man. All of us are from the trenches. You know, God came and got us, saved us, but now we going back in with a message of hope, you know what I'm saying, and grace and love, and it's hard, like trap beats, man, and we spin. It ain't corny, it ain't like it's gospel, but it's on another level though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's on another level.
I definitely look forward to all of that. And like I said, keep pushing. And anytime you want to, just check the page and I'll reshare stuff. You know, that's what this platform is here for. You know, they help be that beacon and help push people and things of that nature, and to give them the opportunities that a lot of other platforms want to give.
Right.
But yeah, man, appreciate your time. I know your phone was buzzing and stuff. I saw you're a busy man. But yeah,
Yeah,
man,
yeah, it was
keep
dead. That's why I blacked out.
but keep doing your thing and definitely go. You know what I'm saying? Go and do some more interviews and stuff. I bet you would.
I would like to. I actually been reaching out to people about that lately because this year I said, man, if I never invested in myself before 2022, I'm all in on everything, man. I'm investing in myself, putting money towards my music, different stuff, man, trying to be on another level, working with new people, releasing the most songs I ever released in a year. Like I said, I'm set to drop 30 songs a year, if not more. You
Yeah,
know, just tapped in, got me a great engineer on my team, partnered up with me. And man, it's up there, and I'm pushing my wife heavy as well. So she coming, and she is dope. She is one of the dopest female MCs that I've heard. She got a lot to say, and she's coming soon.
that's what's up. So, like I said, man, I appreciate your time. I want to see all the success come towards you. Definitely look forward to it, man. And man, you have a great rest of the week. And like I said, keep doing your thing.
Yes, sir, man. Well, God bless you, man. I thank you for the opportunity. I can honestly say right now, I can't think of any other time I've done an interview like this. But so this is a first. So you gave me that, that first. So, it goes up from here, man. I appreciate
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right,
it.
man. Well, you have a good one.
All right, you too.
All right.